everyone. Glad to have you here with us on a Thursday morning. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis, or as we like to call it, not just Thursday,
Friday Eve.
Friday Eve. It's a good feeling.
It makes it sound so much better, doesn't it?
It does, especially before a holiday weekend. So Nicole Hernandez joining us now, and she's telling us everything that we need to know ahead of this holiday weekend weather-wise. Hey there, Nicole.
Hello. Okay, so it's not only Friday Eve, but it's July Eve as well.
July Eve.
Oh, it is the last day of June. I love it. We are officially in summer, and it's beautiful outside right now, nice and sunny, and it is going to stay that way. We're still a little cool right now. We're at 57 degrees, but we're going to quickly warm up throughout the day because, like I mentioned, it's summer, so we're going to have some nice mild temperatures for our day. Today we're in the 50s across most of our region, 57 in Wenatchee and Moses Lake and Spokane, 53 over in Coeur d'Alene, a little bit cooler, and a little bit cooler yet in Sandpoint at 46 degrees. But we are going to warm up and warm up quickly as the sun is shining and shining all day long. Absolutely nothing going on our Doppler radar right now, and really looking like that throughout the rest of the day. This afternoon we see a tiny bit of chance of moisture just really far up north in our region, really mostly affecting Canada, but Bonners Ferry, Kettle Falls could see a tiny bit of scattered showers. Nothing crazy though, and nothing that's going to last long at all. Here in Spokane though, and across most of our region, like I mentioned, completely clear and staying that way for a few days. Today specifically, looking at our temperatures, you can see sunshine, and more sunshine across the bottom there, but we're going to be reaching the 60s by 7 this morning. By 1, we're going to be almost at 80 degrees, and then we're going to hit that 81, potentially 82 degree mark by the late afternoon.
New overnight, police have arrested a suspect in connection to a deadly shooting in St. Mary's yesterday. Idaho State troopers arrested 23-year-old Lonnie Lehman in the Calder area of Shoshone County. Shortly before 11 a.m. yesterday, Benewah County Sheriff's deputies and the St. Mary's Police Department responded to reports of shots fired at the Ridgeview Apartments. 23-year-old Moses Shear was shot and killed. Officers are still investigating.
Now to an update on a story we first brought you here on Up with KREM as breaking news. 2 teenagers were shot yesterday morning. It all happened at the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex in North Spokane. KREM 2's Malia Kamal has been following this investigation closely. Malia, what are neighbors saying about all of this?
Yeah, good morning, Tim. Neighbors are concerned about the activity that's been taking place at the sports complex. Now, according to Spokane police, a large group of teens got into a fight in the parking lot at Dwight Merkel Sports Complex. Then the fight led to the shooting of 2 teenage males. Now, neighbors say they're constantly reporting loud partying in the parking lot. And during the day, neighbors say that the sports complex is peaceful, but at night it turns into chaos. Stacy Williams lives near the sports complex. She says she's report late night activity several times a week. And by the next day, she says the parking lot is littered with broken glass and bottles of alcohol.
I can hear music, sometimes it's yelling and screaming, sometimes they're racing their cars to and fro, screeching their tires. These young people either have little supervision or they are bored and have nothing to do. I'd like them to be more constructive, and it's really worrisome for the neighborhood.
Now, neighbors say if the city staff would just lock the complex gates, this could help solve the problem. Spokane Parks and Recreation say that all city parks close at 10 p.m., but currently they rely on the police to help enforce this due to the fact that the park has a small number of park rangers. Now, the department is currently looking into redirecting staff to close the gate each night. Now, police say police have not yet released the information about the potential suspects. In the newsroom, Malia Kamal, KREM 2 News.
4 wildfires ignited across Grant County on Tuesday, threatening homes and even prompting level 3 evacuations. High winds also made things even more unpredictable for fire crews.
And to make matters worse, a water truck crashed and flipped onto it upside down. Take a look. Exclusive video here obtained by KREM 2. Josh and Jane Chambers are volunteer firefighters at a fire station 7 in Grant County. The couple drove a 700-gallon water truck to help fight the fires. They say they love volunteering because it is a hobby, but it also serves the community. But their service almost took their lives.
Sun was coming directly towards us, so I didn't have a clear view of the road. I knew the road kind of went up towards the tracks a little bit, and I was heading up that direction, but we were already kind of on the shoulder a little bit, and the shoulder gave way, and it just was kind of in slow motion.
The water truck flipped off the side of the road and put them upside down, nearly crushing them. Other fire crews and paramedics were able to rescue them and bring them to the hospital. The water truck that crashed is one of 3 for the station, and the station doesn't have the money to replace it anytime soon. Josh says that this loss at the beginning of the fire season will impact their ability to respond to fires throughout the season.
Time for your morning rush. More news in less time. A COVID-19 vaccine developed by the UW School of Medicine is now approved for use in South Korea. Researchers say the vaccine is easier to manufacture and store compared to Pfizer and Moderna. A South Korean company is now looking to have the vaccine approved by the World Health Organization for use. A new study found deadly car crashes in Washington state increased by 26% over the last 2 years. Even with the pandemic causing an overall decrease in travel, crashes are still up. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says of the drivers who remained on the roads during the pandemic, some engaged in riskier behavior. Well, the NBA basketball is returning to Seattle for a preseason game. On October 3rd, the Portland Trail Blazers and the LA Clippers will play at Seattle's Climate Pledge Arena. The last time a game was held at the former Key Arena was a preseason game between the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings back in October of 2018. Happening today, the podium will host the USA Karate National Championships. The 4-day event is expected to bring in 2,000 athletes and 2,500 spectators. Athletes are coming from all over the country to compete, representing all age groups. The competition begins at 8 o'clock this morning, and that's a look at your morning rush.
The Department of Health and Human Services issued new guidance on patient privacy following the overturning of Roe v. Wade. That would affect the privacy rule in HIPAA. Providers may now disclose protected health information to law enforcement without a patient's consent, in quote, narrow circumstances. The disclosure must be expressly required by another law, and the request must also be made through a legal process, like a court order or a warrant. It must also be necessary to prevent a threat to health or to safety. Now, on the heels of the Supreme Court ruling taking away federal abortion protections, Washington Senator Patty Murray says that she is furious and heartbroken. Murray says she's doing everything in her power to fight back.
As Republican lawmakers rip away our rights, I am working to protect patients' ability to get the birth control they need covered for free, and to protect the most sensitive health and location data because it never should be used against them.
During an online call with abortion providers, Senator Murray said that she's proud to represent a state that protects providers' ability to help patients.
Starting tomorrow, some big changes take effect across Washington state, and new gun laws are one of them. You will no longer be able to buy magazines that hold more than 10 rounds. If you already own one, it won't be illegal to have it. Now, there will also be more restrictions on manufacturing, selling, and buying ghost guns. The laws ban people from owning components to build untraceable firearms, as well as buying guns built after 2019 that don't have serial numbers. Well, here's another big one going into effect tomorrow. There's more rules for businesses that buy catalytic converters. They'll now need to show proof of transaction. Catalytic converters will also have to be paid for with a traceable source like a check, not cash. And finally, Washington license plate fees are going up tomorrow. When you get a new license plate, expect to pay $50 instead of $10. For motorcyclists, new plates will go from $4 to $20. The money will go towards funding Washington's transportation projects.